I have a running rundown.
Do you share it in the group thing on
It's
the?
in your folder.
Okay.
I've told you.
Can you stop for a second? Can you shut up for a second? Just shut your mouth. Shut up for a second. Can you just shut up? On days where you actually have something to contribute on that one or 2 days out of the year, will you let me know that you've added something to the community folder, and then I will go and do it.
Can you get out of your? I know you're having fun. We're having fun. Right
I'm
now.
acting just like you.
You're having fun.
It is a lot of fun.
It is. You like it,
huh? Not as much as you like it.
Ooh. Okay.
Your mom likes it.
Okay.
Sorry, folks, park's closed. The moose out front should have told you.
It's time for Irritable Dad Syndrome, home of the Big 5-Pounder. Put your hands together for your hosts, Mike and Darin.
Hi, I'm Darin.
I am Mike.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome, Cincinnati's comedy podcast. This is episode 280. We are coming off the high. Last week was our best of Volume 5 special. People have loved this episode more than we can possibly fathom. The excitement, the pure ecstasy of our fans coming in. Nobody's listened to it yet. We were recording this before the episode dropped.
Yeah,
I'm lying to all of you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But if you go back to last week, you can listen to Best of Volume 5. And I'm telling you right now, we're very proud of that episode. So if you didn't get a chance to listen to it, go back. You'll like it. You'll thank me. You'll call me up. You'll say, "Hey, Darin, thanks." How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great. I want to talk about a couple things. I want to talk about assumptions that I am competent.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then I also want to talk about my current concert situation and what Rush just did.
Yeah, Rush.
To mess it all up.
God love them. What? Let's go ahead and talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
People are losing their mind, and I'm one of them. I'm so excited, and I'm happy, thrilled for Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson, who have decided to get back together. These guys have been best friends since they were in elementary school, right?
Yeah.
A long time.
Really, way back in the day.
They've known each other and they loved each other. They're each other's family, and they've decided we love playing music, and we're going to go back out, or we're going to play music together. And then the Rush fans, they are divided.
Oh, I've talked about before. I'm in a U2 group, a Tool group, and a Rush group.
Yep.
And Rush group has always been one of my favorites because they don't say anything.
Nothing.
Maybe once a year, somebody will say, "Hey,
Moving Pictures was a
Moving
good
Pictures
album.
was pretty dope, right? Tom Sawyer, huh?"
Uh-huh.
And then a bunch of people, yeah, and then it just goes away for another year.
Yeah.
They've had more posts in the past week than they've had in the previous 6 years I've been a part of that group.
Yeah.
And they're split. You've got the people that are
thrilled.
For whatever. I don't understand. Yeah, they get the thrilled people, but I don't understand the people who are demanding they don't do anything. Like, Neil's not in the band, you can't do anything.
How dare
Those
you?
people can go take a hike.
Yeah.
The other people, they are like, well, what other drummer could they pick?
Yeah.
So there's all discussions about that, which opened up a side conversation, by the way.
Up to you, Kevin from Michigan.
A fun fight that I enjoyed was someone mentioned Phil Collins. Then that split the group even further because you have the people that know that Phil Collins is not drumming anything right now.
No, Phil Collins, he can't play drums
he can't play drums anymore.
No.
But that doesn't mean that he wasn't an amazing drummer. Phil Collins,
he was.
Before you guys knew him as the guy that can't dance in Susu Studio.
Yeah, and he was seeing things in the air tonight.
He was like a hardcore drummer in England. He would like bounce around between indie bands and punk and rock and everybody. And he was keeping up with them all until he landed in Genesis.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a fun fact. He was in Genesis.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And he sang a bit too. Anyway, the point is that this group of normally...
Do you remember when he was on Letterman and they did the cold open where Dave is, before the show starts, Phil, how's it going? Oh, pretty good, Dave, whatever. And Larry Bud Melman is in the back hammering.
And what are you doing there?
Oh, I'm just trying to finish some lyrics that I've been trying to write, you know. I'm looking for that final little thing.
Looking for kind of a...
Yeah, that final... Perfect. Hey, not bad, Bobby.
I'm thankful that this has happened because it's another opportunity to see Rush. the Rush is unique in my opinion because I don't know many bands.
They're very unique.
That's not true, but all three of them are amazing musicians in and of themselves. Geddy is one of the best bass players of all time.
Yes.
Alex Lifeson is one of the best guitar players of all time.
Yes.
And Neil Peart, in my opinion, was the best drummer of all time.
I agree.
So they played together very well. And like you said at the beginning, they were all best friends.
Yes.
And they love music. So just having, the two of them that are still here, Geddy and Alex, not being able to do anything, it's sad for a few years. It's been 10 years.
Yeah, it's selfish of people to get upset and assume or think that they shouldn't do this.
And my Lord, the lady they have doing the drumming,
she is a beast.
Dude.
Mind blown.
So
and as soon as I saw the video of her, I'm like, they're going to be just fine.
So, yeah, she's one of those drummers where she has a few tracks on the YouTubes. You should go check them out. Mm-hmm. But she's one of those where you're listening to her drum, and then you think, oh, she lost time there. She doesn't know what she's doing. And then it comes back, which is exactly what I thought early on when I started listening to Rush. It's like, whoa, what's this guy's? Is Neil Peart like what the shampoo? He doesn't. What's he doing? Best drummer of all time, my anus. Yeah. But then as you learn more and listen to more music, you realize how much he actually brought to the art form.
And he wrote the lyrics too.
Yeah.
But so here's the thing. So it's a double-edged sword. So if she, you all right?
I'm good. I've never heard anybody do that.
If she played Neil's parts note per note, then people would say, well, she's just trying to copy Neil.
Yeah.
But she does her own thing, and people are saying, well, she doesn't sound like Neil Peart. You can't win.
You can't win.
You just can't win. So, but I love the joke when they said that she's going to be the only chick at a Rush concert.
That's true.
That's so true.
And that's not an exaggeration. I remember I saw the Rush R40 tour in Columbus, and I happened to be sitting next to this lady. She said it. She looked at me. She said, "I think I'm the only chick here." And I laughed and looked around, and I don't remember seeing any other women at all.
Yep. Yeah, Alex and Geddy and Neil definitely didn't get in the business for the ladies.
No.
But
anyway,
so Geddy, Alex, if you're listening, which I have a feeling you are, congratulations. I'm thrilled for you guys, and I wish you all the best on the tour. We're going to try and get tickets if we can.
Yeah, we
it may not happen.
Dipped around a little bit too much and missed one of the pre-sales, and we missed another one.
If we miss this, then what we'll do is we'll just go to the 60th anniversary tour.
But I think people that know me know that Rush is one of my all-time favorite bands, and I had just told Bess that after seeing Oasis in Chicago just a few months ago, I told her, I think I'm done with major concerts for a while.
Right.
And then it's like a month later, Rush is back. I was like, really? Really?
Hey, this is Rick from Southern Culture on the Skids, and you are listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome.
Boy, did you miss out. My favorite band came back to town, Southern Culture on the Skids. You couldn't go. My buddy Eric couldn't go.
Nope.
And my buddy Ted couldn't go. So I went to a concert by myself, and they blew the roof off the dump. Honest to God, they played a solid 2 hours. They went deep. Albums that were made like 38 years ago or so. I don't know how old they were, but they played so many new songs, so many old songs, all the things in between. Rick has never sounded better. And the thing is, I said this the last time I saw Southern Culture.
Yeah, you were really excited.
I said that they've never sounded better, and they sounded better this time that we got to see him. It was just amazing. And I talked to Rick, and I said, hey, do you remember me? Well, I didn't ask if he remembered me. I said, I'm Darin. You were on my podcast last year, Irritable Dad Syndrome. Oh, yeah, that was fun. I said, we would love to have you back. And he said, well, when we have a new album out, let's talk about it. And he said, probably in 6 months. Right. So the possibility that Rick will come back on the show. So he did.
He remembered us.
Yes, he did. He said it was fun. He could have been lying.
Did you tell him we lost half?
I did not. I did absolutely
That's probably a good thing.
For the first time ever, I got a set list. I was trying to get a hold of Mary before she walked off the stage, and she didn't hear me, and she walked off. And there was a lady in the crowd next to me. She goes, "What? Were you trying to get the set list?" I said, "Yeah, I wanted it. I'll go get it for you." Yeah. And she walks up onto the stage and just grabs it. Here you go. Thanks. I got Dave to autograph it, I got Rick to autograph it, and I got Mary to autograph it, right? So I got my picture taken with Mary. She gave me a hug. Mary and I are becoming really good friends, I feel like, because she's like, I always see you here. And I said, yes, I come every chance that I can because I've seen them. I don't know how many times I've seen them. I used to go all the time in the Casbah in Johnson City when they were on the Dirt Track Date tour. And they were amazing then, and they're even better now. But here's the thing. This is the coolest thing. I went over and I started talking to Dave. Dave is their drummer. Dave plays a cocktail kit. A cocktail kit is one of those drum sets that stands up, right? You stand up playing. And I told him, I said, I bought a cocktail kit because of you, because I want to be like you. And you're an amazing drummer, and I want to be an amazing drummer like you, and you're my idol.
Okay.
He's like, wow, cool. And I said, can I go up there and look at it? He goes, yeah, go ahead. And then he says, Mike, pick up a stick. Go ahead, hit it.
Oh.
He goes, you can't do any more damage to it than I do. And so I got to pick up his sticks, and for like a minute, I played his drum set. And this is what he said. He says, that was cool. Thank you for doing that. He says, I'm down here. I never get to hear how my drum set sounds because I'm always behind it.
Oh, yeah.
And he says, and it was nice to hear somebody play it who knows how to hit it.
Oh, okay. All
and
right.
I said, oh, I know how to hit it. Not only did you miss Southern Culture on the Skids, the opening act was this little band out of Louisville called The Get Down.
Okay.
Holy crap, will you get down with the Get Down? They were a surf band. They played nothing but instrumental surf music.
Okay.
The guitarist, I swear to God, do you know who the Ventures are? Do you remember the Ventures?
No.
They
the
are
Avengers. The Iron Man.
No, the Ventures. Ventures. Look them up. They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They are an instrumental surf group from the 60s. These guys said one day, we want to sound just like the Ventures, and they sound just like the Ventures.
It's like the Beach Boys without the talking.
Yeah, but it's like non-stop guitar soloing. So it's two electric guitars. Their bass player was off the chain.
Okay.
He was the funkiest damn bass player I've seen in forever. And their drummer was really good. He was just really, really good. They were on top. It was amazing. So if you get an opportunity to see the Get Down, go see the Get Down. And go to Southern Culture on the Skids website, which is SCOTS.com. Look up their tour dates. If they're in your town, go. Okay. Just go. Tell them I sent you.
You're listening to the only podcast that matters, Irritable Dad Syndrome, with Mike and Darin.
I have a story.
Okay.
This ventures a bit into the supernatural. This is good for the spooky season, right? So I grill. I use a grill, a gas grill. We have a gas grill that I use. Mm-hmm. And I grill about at least 3 times a week during grilling season.
Stop
I just
beating around the bush. So what you're saying is you grill?
Quite a bit.
Okay.
And it is like, it's one of those infrared deals. So I know it uses a little bit less gas. But here's the deal. Check this out.
It's infrared?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's infrared.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, infra heat, not infra.
Okay.
I'll show you. Anyway, the point is, I grill at least 3 times a week.
So I can spot it with my radar detector?
I did the thing where you go to the Kroger and you give them the empty propane tank.
And they give you
say,
another
I'm
one?
done with this. Give me another one.
Yeah.
And they gave me another one.
Okay.
I hooked it up. That was around, not the beginning of the summer, but this was before we went on vacation. So this was in July.
Okay.
The tank I put in there that currently it just took out. It was in there. It was around July.
Okay.
I put this tank in.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, I grilled, like I said, about 3 times a week.
Okay.
There was a Friday afternoon, right? Mm-hmm. I grilled.
Okay.
And then I grilled again on Sunday afternoon. And the interesting thing about when I went out to grill on Sunday afternoon is that the grill was already hot.
Uh-huh.
And I, standing in front of this hot grill, said, holy, it's hot out here. The grill's already hot. I left the grill going.
Oh, my God.
From Friday afternoon, all night Friday night.
All through Saturday.
All through Saturday. Saturday night,
Sunday.
all through Sunday, until about 3 or 4 p.m. Sunday. It was still on.
That is going to give...
The entire time.
Okay, just listening to the story is going to give Libby such OCD.
So...
Because she is constantly, did you check the stove? Did you turn off the stove? And oh my God, you left the grill on.
I was in shock. I actually went in and told Bess, you need to write this down. And I'm documenting it here.
Okay.
This is the first indication that Mikey's losing it. But here's the point, is after that it became, there's no way I can grill on this grill. It's going to run out.
Right.
And it didn't.
It didn't.
And then I went another week of grilling, and then another week. And it kept going. Made it all the way through August. Made it through September. Last week, I went to bed. I was like, this thing, you realize that this has been going since July, and it lasted for 2 whole days.
That's a lot
like,
of
this
gas.
there's stories in the Bible. I don't want to, I mean, this is getting supernatural here, right? I think we have a miracle grill going on here.
I want to hear how long Jesus used his grill in the Bible.
Isn't that the story? Isn't the menorah? They lit the candles and they burned for 8 days.
That was in Leviticus, right?
Leviticus, yeah, that's the fun book. It's all right there. It lasted.
No. That was in Ezekiel.
Yeah, the sequel. It was. I mean, it lasted for 8 days, and that became enough to make a holiday. This grill out here.
You just compared grilling to the menorah. We are going to hell, kids. Thanks for listening to Irritable
I'm just
Dad
saying.
Syndrome.
I'm just saying. The gas shouldn't have lasted that. That shouldn't have lasted that long. It shouldn't have made it till Friday or Saturday, Sunday.
No, it should not.
When I went out there Sunday, it should have been a cool grill, and I should have not been able to light it. And then it made it months beyond that.
But if it cooked that long, it was probably. I'm sure it's kind of like when you put your oven on.
It was on the lowest setting.
Still, though, if you put your oven on instant clean,
Yeah.
it bakes it at like nuclear temperatures, and that's what the heat kills all the germs inside your grill.
Yeah, that's not the miracle. The miracle is that it continued to burn. Yeah.
That's wild. So I'm certain now that you're like, did I turn off the grill? You probably wake up in a cold sweat. Did I turn off the grill?
Actually, there's been a couple times I've been going to sleep and I'm like, did I turn off the grill? And I think, it'll still be going in the morning.
Yeah.
If it is, I'll turn it off then. Keeps the bugs away, I'll tell you that.
I bet it does.
This portion of our show is brought to you by Funkaway, the odor eliminator for shoes. Hi, I'm Dave Lay, and I hate the smell of feet, sandals, and shoes, so I use Funkaway. Here's how it works. Spray your funky shoes. The more they stink, the more you spray. Let them air dry and live funk-free. Just don't tell George Clinton. Don't just cover up odors, eliminate them. Funkaway, it's guaranteed to work and available wherever funky products are sold. Back to you in the studio.
Been going to the gym in the mornings. That's part of the reason we're recording a little earlier these days.
Yeah.
And the past few times that I've gone, I've forgotten my underwear, which means I have to go commando. And I think I'm going to go to work and I'm going to go through the whole day commando, and I can't do that, so I stop at home and I have to get underwear. Listen to me. The point is,
I'm trying to ask a question.
Go ahead.
Do you drive to the gym with
Yes.
underwear on?
No. Yes, I go there with underwear. I
So at what
shower.
point-
I work out. I shower.
Okay.
I have no clean underwear with which to wrap my loins.
So why don't you just put your previous pair of underwear on?
I just worked out in it.
Okay.
It's all stanky.
Okay.
I'm not going to put that back on me, so I go commando.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's the deal.
Great. Now every time I hear you at the gym, I'm going to think about you at the gym, commando.
That has nothing to do with this next part of the story.
Okay.
But it's an interesting blurb.
Aside. Yeah.
There are people in the locker rooms, and I've talked about them before. They need to do their changing
Somewhere else.
and go away.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So I'm in there. There's another dude in there. You don't go to the Liberty Y, but it's the one right down the street here.
But I've been to
But you've
a
got
gym.
the locker. You've been to the lockers are all around on the walls, and there's benches out in the middle. Right. The
Right.
accepted manner of putting on your clothes or being nude is to face the lockers, handle your business.
Yes.
And then you can turn around and socialize
Yes.
and leave or whatever it
Yes.
is that you're going to do.
Yes.
Bro was standing in front of his bench, looking at me, standing flat-footed
With his rudder facing
with his
north.
rudder facing north when it should have been south.
My question is, what the hell?
Now I'm in this weird situation because I've got to remove my
Pants.
pants,
Yeah.
But I don't want to do it with
Steven.
Saggy McSaggins. He was a little older gentleman. It's the older guy. It's all the older guys that do it. They don't care. They walk through there like the floppy
Like
flip.
an elephant.
Here's the deal.
On parade.
Stop that. If any of you are listening to this podcast, when you're changing, face the locker.
Face the locker.
Put on your stuff, and then you can say, hey, or chilly in here, isn't it?
Yeah. I try to change my underwear under my towel.
That's what I do.
That's my towel. I do. Because I'm an American, I'm not a freak, and nobody needs to see my deal.
Nobody.
Yeah. Because I don't want people going home like, man, I wish I looked like that guy. Come on. But it is, and I don't know if it's the same way when women go into the gym, if ladies are just out with their hoo-ha and their bing bongs all flopping around.
Okay.
But it's like, nobody wants to see that. All we want to do is go to the gym and try and be a little healthier. We took Cameron to Alt Park to have his senior pictures. Okay. I was ironing clothes. He had 2 or 3 outfits that he was going to wear. I was ironing clothes. And then Libby wanted for her and we to have a nice picture taken while we're there. And so I was ironing. I was cleaning up and ironed one of my shirts.
Yeah.
I think I ironed something for her.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm ironing. The point of the story is I am ironing.
You're ironing.
The doorbell rings. Now, keep in mind, it's Sunday. It's almost 11 o'clock. I answer the door. There are 2 gentlemen at my front door. One is on top of the front step. Another one is 5 feet behind him on my sidewalk, almost perfectly behind him. And the guy says, hi, I don't remember his name. Ezekiel. And then the second guy pops his head, and I'm Troy.
Oh,
yeah. He could have stood beside, diagonally behind him. No. But he was exactly behind him to where he had to lean to the left, and I'm Troy.
That's how they hide their numbers.
They walk in single file to hide their numbers.
Spartan.
And this guy asks me, I thought, what are they here to sell? Usually it's extermination. We're here to see if you want us to handle any type of bug problems that you have in the home. And that's when I say no. Sometimes they come, occasionally we'll have high school kids who are selling stuff for the marching band, and I'll always donate money to the marching band. Sometimes there's people who are selling newspaper subscriptions or whatever, and I say thank you. I'm always very nice. I'm always like, listen, I can't do this right now, but thank you. I hope you have a great day, but I'm going to go. I'm never rude. I never just close the door in their face. This guy said, we're wondering if we can talk to you for a minute. And I said,
did they want to talk to you about Jesus?
He wanted to talk to me about, and he said, have you noticed that there are a lot of people who want peace? And since so many people want peace, why are there so many countries at war?
I would have shut the door immediately.
Is that something that you would like to talk about? And I said,
with a weird
no.
Yeah. No.
I said no. And I said and I just looked at him like, I was like, guys, it's Sunday. It's 11 o'clock. That's when people are getting ready for church.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I wasn't getting ready for church, and I didn't lie to him. I was getting ready for senior pictures. I was ironing.
Yeah, you're ironing.
But I'm like, this is like a really horrible time. And I shouldn't have said that because I figured he'd said, is there a better time to come back? But he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, I hope you guys have a great day. And then I closed the door. But it's like, why would I want to talk to 2 complete strangers who stand single file about peace and war?
I would have loved to ask him if there was a better time, or if he asked if there's a better time, say Friday night, 3 a.m. Gets wild around here.
But after he was gone, I thought, damn.
As a golden opportunity.
If I wasn't ironing, if I didn't really seriously have something to do, and he said, is this something you'd like to talk about? I said, I'll tell you what, I will talk to you about this if you talk to me about my podcast, Irritable Dad Syndrome. Just go to the website. Just start downloading. If you become a Patreon, I'll talk to you an hour.
Yeah.
When we were moving from Tennessee, we were loading up the moving truck from our old apartment, and these 2 Jehovah's Witnesses. They were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yes.
They came by, and they said, sir, can we talk to you about
Jehovah.
Jehovah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll tell you what, as long as you move boxes, I'll talk to you. And they started grabbing boxes. I said, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I am kidding. I'm not going to have you do that. Thank you. But
Well, keep moving the boxes, but I'm not going to talk to you about any of your...
But they wanted to talk to me about Jehovah. The only thing I know is in Latin, Jehovah starts with an I.
Yeah.
But they were going to...
And only the penitent man will pass.
That's right.
That's right.
But they were just going to keep loading boxes as long as I... And let me shot me this look. I'm like, I wasn't going to have a move.
Okay. All right.
I mean, maybe a little...
Name of God, Jehovah. But in the Latin alphabet, Jehovah begins with an I.
We've been accused of not staying on topic before, but you reminded me of something that I saw on another show, and I've got to bring it up. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Something about it has always bothered me, and it was another podcast, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to steal your stuff. I just can't remember which podcast it was on. But listen to all of them. You'll hear it. Anyway, the point is... I always thought it was weird how Indy stepped out when he did the leap of faith. It's like if you know there's a potential that you're going to plummet to your death, you just kind of like reach out and tap.
Yeah,
he doesn't. He just goes full half goose step right over
and plop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 5.
Coming in at number 5 is the name of a fictional heavy metal band from Ohio. Up 12 slots from last week. Here's Venomous Beaver.
What the hell was that?
Speaking of Patreon, we have done some rejiggering. If you have been to our Patreon lately, and I mean that within the past couple days, there was a button. I haven't pressed it. It's been there on our page for months.
How can he possibly resist the diabolical urge to push the button that could erase his very existence? Will his tortured mind give in to its uncontrollable desires? Can he withstand the temptation to push the button that even now beckons him ever closer? Will he succumb to the maddening urge to eradicate history at the mere push of a single button? The beautiful, shiny button. The jolly, candy-like button. Will he hold out, folks? Can he hold out?
And it said, would you like to apply the new changes?
Okay.
And then the button said, press me. And I pressed it, finally.
Okay.
And a warning came up, said, this cannot be undone.
Oh.
So, you know what? I'm a daredevil.
Okay, what do you got to lose?
I pushed it.
Yeah.
It rejiggered our whole Patreon site.
Oh, cool.
And it gave me the option to send it back, so it lied. It said you can't go back, but it gave me the option to go back. But I like the way that it's got it all set up now, because it puts all the audio bonus stuff in this corner over here.
Right.
All the uncut video fun stuff over here.
Oh, that's cool.
All the ad-free episodes over here. The merch options are. It's all nicely.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing you mentioned that, because if you would like to be a patron of the podcast, you could do it now for free. You can take a 7-day trial.
Yeah.
And check it out.
Cancel on day 6 or they'll charge you.
Shut up, Mike. They don't need to know that. That's how we get them. But yeah, check it out for free. Go to IrritableDadSyndrome.com and check on Patreon.
It's time now for the Kroger Story of the Week.
In all the years Mike and I have lived 3 miles away from each other, we've only ran into each other at Kroger, I think, 4 times now. This weekend was the 4th time, and Mike instantly started giving me yeah, as soon as he saw me, I can't believe you buy that toilet paper. You can't get 2 dozen eggs? Only 1 is enough for you? What's going on? You are an only child, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Selfish, self-centered.
So, of course, Mike and I run into each other at the store. We have a miniature episode of the podcast. We talk to each other for hours during the week, and then we have to talk to each other more at the grocery store. So, the funny thing was, my friend Angela walked past me, and she goes, "Hi, Darin." I'm like, "Hey, Angela, how are you?" "Fantastic, great. What's going on?" "You look fantastic." And tell Gary I said hi. And she goes, "You too. It's great to see you." Big smile. And then she left, and Mike says, "Yeah, you don't know her."
Yeah, it was all of it.
Yes,
it was so, guys, it was so manufactured. She comes out with this big smile. Hey, and he just happens to turn and see her. "Oh, hey, Angela." And she's like, "Oh, hey, Darin."
Yeah. It's because Angela's genuinely excited when she sees me. Angela likes me.
Yeah.
Angela and I are friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in 5 minutes, it's like we're in a play. It's like
Oh,
this this other extra walks through the front of the store and waves, and Mike's like, "Hey, you, how's it going?" The guy's like, "Good." And then Mike's like, "I have no idea what his name is.
I can't remember.
I've known the guy for 25 years, and I don't know his name."
I'm terrible with names. I'm also and that thing combined, sometimes I will nickname people in my mind that's not their name.
What's up?
And I'll accidentally call them that from time to time. So now I'm the guy that now I'll say like, "Hey, you, nice to see you today."
Yeah, that's a good nickname.
How are you doing today?
Yeah.
You person who I've known my entire life.
Anyway, but that's not the Kroger story of the week. The Kroger story of the week is whenever I go into my local Kroger, if my favorite cashier is working there, I will go through his line. I don't care if there's 12 people and each person has 2 entire carts full of groceries. I will go through his line because I want to hear what he has to say. He tells fascinating stories about whales, and he knows a lot about professional wrestling and when coins were minted. Tell me about the origin of the 5-cent piece, the nickel, as some people call it.
Yeah.
When it was first minted, I'm like,
the half dime.
Yeah, the half dime. So I'm always ready to hear what he has to say. And so I get through his line, and he looks at my T-shirt, and he goes, "Oh, 1984, that's the year that my celebrity crush was born." And I said, "Who's your celebrity crush?" "Carrie Underwood." And I said, "Hold on a second. I thought you were crushing hard on Katie Holmes." He goes, "Yeah, I had to let her go." I said, "What? Why?" He goes, "I just came to the realization that it was never going to happen, and I pondered it and I prayed on it, and I just had to let her go. I had to move on." And I said, "So you moved on to Carrie Underwood?" and I wanted to say, your shot with Carrie Underwood is the same as your shot with Katie Holmes, right? But anyway, so his celebrity crush is now Carrie Underwood. And I'm like, well, you know what? Good luck with that. And he asked who my celebrity crush was, and I said, Barbara Stanwyck. That would have been fun if you had any clue who Barbara Stanwyck is.
Oh, no.
She was on The Big Valley.
Okay. I don't know what that is either. I know who Lee Majors is.
You don't know The Big Valley?
Lee Majors was the fall guy, right?
He was the fall guy.
Yeah, I know that.
This has been the Kroger Story of the Week.
Charlie plays football, right? Okay,
Yeah.
and they have a thing, especially in these days, where they bring the kids out with their family to introduce them, and it's called a
parent meet and greet
or something. I don't know what it's called because I wasn't paying attention to the text thread, which is part of this story. Now Bess claims she told me about this.
You and I share the same brain.
I beg to differ
because I am just so guilty of doing this. Is
So
that tonight? And Libby says it was in the text.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, here's the deal. When we bring Charlie to his football games, we have to have him there an hour early.
Of course.
So the idea of going early to the game, it's not strange.
It's not foreign
right?
to you.
So that's the first clue I was supposed to pick up on, is that we were going early. My retort was, we always go early. How is this any different? The second point that was brought up to me was, didn't you think it was odd that we were standing in the field in the end zone with all the other parents and the kids? You didn't pick up on that? And I said,
what was your retort to that?
I thought that's just where we were standing that day. We were always standing over at the stands. I thought, well, we'll stand with the end zone before the kids walk out. And then she said, did you think it was strange that they were lined up by number sequentially, that Charlie's number 4 and he was the 4th kid in line, and that we were on either side of him? Did that ring a bell?
And you're like, he's number 4?
The reason we're having this argument, and we had the argument, by the way, on the 50-yard line in front of all the other parents and the photographer, was because when we were told to go, which, she told you to start walking, and as we're walking, I'm saying, hey, they said to angle, we need to go over to where the balloons are. And Beth said, stop, she's taking our picture. And I look, and there's a photographer right in front of us, just capturing this beautiful moment of us right there at this point on the 40-yard line. And then we get to the 50, we get to the balloons, and we're doing the thing, we're like smiling, and I'm like, you didn't tell me that we were going to be out here already. I wouldn't have worn...
If you had read the...
wouldn't have worn my Pussifer t-shirt.
What were you
I
wearing?
would have... I don't remember what it was. It was not appropriate. I was wearing slides. I was wearing basically flip-flops and shorts and something else. And all the other parents had their Lakota Lightning gear on. It's like, you didn't tell me I was going to do that. And then we're in the stands for the start of the game. I told you that we were having the player presentation. I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I didn't know that meant I was going to walk out on the field. I was like, why did you let me walk out on the field with shorts? And I had my Oasis bucket hat. I had that on. I had to take it off at the last minute. It's like, and she said, well, that's just how you always look.
That is
how I always look.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't think it was my fault that I didn't know what was going on. And she said, I told you about it. I told you everything about it. I did not believe her. Went back through our texts, and all she said was, it's player participation something night.
Right.
And that was like a week beforehand. I don't know what that is.
Right.
I do now. And here's the problem is that if he plays again next year, I'll forget again.
Right.
It's just enough time. 1 year is enough time to forget all of this stuff. Been married over 23 years at this point, and when people ask me what's the difference between when you're first married and when you're married 23 years, people who've been married for 23 years have arguments with each other through clenched, smiling teeth on the 50-yard line in front of parents from both teams.
Yeah.
So that picture... People will, Andrew and Charlie will see that picture years from now, Mom and Dad smiling, and only Charlie will remember. Dad was like, you didn't tell me this is what this was. I told you. It was in the email.
I love my wife very much. There have been many, many times where I have forgotten to do the thing. Okay, where I forgot it's my night to drive them to karate, or I forgot it's my night to pick them up for something, or I forgot that I was supposed to get the prescription or the subscription, as I call it, and the kids say, "Dad, that's not what it's called." And like I said, I'm always the one who does it, but when we're at the point in our marriage where when Libby does it, I'm so excited about that, because shortly after we had moved. The new house that we moved into, we ordered a washer and a dryer. The washer was on back order or something. It wasn't coming to our house for a couple of weeks. So I had to go and do our laundry at a laundromat. And I dropped the kids off at karate, and Libby was supposed to pick them up at karate. So, and then I dropped the kids off, and then I went and I'm doing our laundry at the laundromat. I get a call from the dojo, Miss Robin, and she's like, Darin, hi, we were wondering if you were coming to pick up Jacob. And I said, well, you know what, Robin? Turns out that Libby is supposed to get the boys. Libby is supposed to get them. And she's like, well, I tried calling Libby, she's not answering. I'm like, that's just like her. That is just like her. Hang on a second. I am going to tear into her. And I called Libby up. I'm like, you're supposed to pick up the boys at karate. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God is right. Yeah. I'll tell you, I bet you they're crying. They are crying thinking that their mother does not love them because things are more important to you than picking up your oh my God. And I loved every second of it. I was so, and it doesn't matter. And Libby said, this is the one time I've forgotten something and you have forgotten 2,000 things. I'm like, yeah, but you forgot it this time. Yeah. You forgot it this time. I loved it so much. I loved it after I knew they were safe. They're safe. Yeah. They're inside. There's no threat to the children at all. And Miss Robin is totally fine waiting for Libby to come.
I mean, I had a brief moment of that when I was able to show the text that just said this is parent participation night, because my response to that was, that I don't know what that means.
Yep.
That didn't go very well, but still, I used it. Have you seen the TikToks of Bob Ross losing his shit?
I have. They're great. You gotta love TikTok. You absolutely gotta love TikTok. So my buddy Jeff Brown, he did our logo.
His artwork, yeah.
Yeah, the artwork for Irritable Dad Syndrome was done by Jeff Brown, a very extremely skilled graphic artist and photographer. So Jeff has been tooling around with AI, and he is having so much fun. And he's got this little 20-second video of him playing electric guitar to a crowd of like 5,000 people. And it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It really is kind of creepy, and he's loving everything about it. The best prank that Jeff Brown ever did when we worked at Channel 5 was my friend Jennifer had this picture of her and her 2 daughters. And after work, after Jennifer had left, Jeff went up to her office and he took the photo out of the frame. He made a copy of it, and then he photoshopped me holding a Pepsi behind them, in the, like the trees behind them, just standing there, and he puts it back in the frame and puts it back on Jennifer's desk. So Jennifer comes into work like 9 o'clock. About 9:15, I get a call. I'm like, "Hello, this is Darin." Oh, she's crying, just crying, laughing, and she kept that photo with me in it, holding the Pepsi in my hand, for a good 2 or 3 weeks. And anyway, she finally put the regular one back in, but she kept the picture that Jeff photoshopped.
This portion of our show is brought to you by Whoppers All-Beef Footlong Hot Dogs. Hi, I'm Dave Lay. Fall is here, and that means 3 things. It's time to watch football. Women tuck their pants into their boots. And pumpkin spice is in absolutely everything. Well, I've been asked by the fine folks at Whoppers to assure you something. Whoppers will never put that nasty-ass pumpkin spice flavor into their hot dogs or their buns. It's a promise. Whoppers are made from 100% pure beef with no fillers and no preservatives. Get a ruler and measure it yourself. If your hot dog isn't a foot long, they'll refund your money, guaranteed. And hey ladies, thanks for tucking those pants into your boots. I personally think they're sexy as hell. Now back to the show.
A few weeks ago, I had decided that I'm at the grocery store and I'm passing the Monster cereals, okay? And every time I see a Monster cereal, I'm like, those look gross. I don't know why people buy them. I finally decided to try one, and I got the
Blueberry.
Frankenberry, the strawberry flavored one.
Yeah.
And it was okay.
They've done something with the Krispies.
Yeah.
They're like styrofoam now. They're not
the marshmallows?
No, the non-marshmallow parts, the crunchies.
Oh.
Does it seem weird? It seems like you're chewing plastic now. It wasn't like that when I was a kid.
I don't know, because my parents wouldn't buy it for me when I was a kid because they didn't love me.
I'm
kidding. My mom loved me very much, and that's why she didn't buy me those cereals, because she loved me so much. So anyway, I'm telling all my friends on the Facebook that I bought this Frankenberry cereal, and more than one person said vehemently, "Boy, did you choose wrong.
Yeah.
You should have got the Count Chocula." I think you were one of the people.
No, I'm all blueberry. Karen, I'm full-blown blueberry.
I see. Okay. Anyway, so I bought the Count Chocula. Here's a hot take.
Yeah.
It wasn't that amazing.
Yeah.
It didn't change my life. It didn't rock my world.
In the great cereal wars of the 80s, the Monster series was a formidable foe in the marshmallow realm.
So whatever happened to
Lucky Charms won that battle. Now, there was a Pac-Man cereal, and that was awesome.
Pac-Man, yeah.
Because it was the little pellets that was basically kicks, I think.
Yeah.
And then they had the Pac-Man marshmallows. I ate so much Pac-Man cereal, it was ridiculous. A lot of Pac-Man cereal.
Well, I've mentioned before on this podcast that I loved the Big Mix cereal with the Chicken Wolf Moose Pig on it. And it was really good, and it wasn't bad for you either. But I loved eating that. As far as the kids' cereal goes, I mean, God, I still am. I can devour an entire box of Fruit Loops. No problem.
Yeah, I could do that.
Love
Fruity Pebbles will not last a night here with me in the house.
I don't care for Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles taste like Rice Krispies that you just threw some food coloring on top of.
That's wonderful.
I'm sorry.
Captain Crunch. I'm not allowed to buy that anymore. I'm on a list.
I love Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. You'll need stitches in the roof of your mouth after you eat it.
That's what they said in Family Guy, and I was laughing about it. I'm like, oh my God, they are right. It does scratch the roof of your mouth.
There was an article in the 90s, back when they wrote, print articles in magazines and stuff about how the most unhealthy cereal of all time they voted, and Captain Crunch was voted the most unhealthy cereal that you could possibly eat. So when I read that article, first thing I did was go out and buy some Captain Crunch.
Go buy a box.
Yeah.
Now, do you ever buy the like one of the varieties? Like
no, the
peanut
Oops
butter
All
crunch?
Berries pisted me off. Pisted me right off.
Pisted me off.
Because I got the Captain Crunch with the berries once back in the day, and then I always thought the berries tasted horrible. Mm-hmm. And then when they said "Oops, all berries," I was like, "Nah, it's no need."
Oops, I did it again. Yeah. And then at Christmas time, they have the Christmas berries. But I'm just an old school Captain Crunch fan. Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, I've got a problem with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And, well, I drink the milk anyway, but you got to drink the milk after Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I'm not a milk drinker. I can't
full
do
of
it.
cinnamon.
Can't do it.
You got to drink it.
But, yeah, I'm a Lucky Charms guy. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I won't buy it for myself, but I'll buy it for the kids, and then I'll eat it all.
That's right.
I do like Fruit Loops, but I go back and forth. Fruit Loops, basically, Fruity Pebbles are Fruit Loops that went through a shredder. Mm-hmm. Is basically what they are. So I go back and forth.
Right.
I'm a guy that likes to get the Rice Krispies and get a bunch of sugar and put like 3 teaspoons of sugar.
And then you scrape the bottom of the bowl.
Yeah, it makes a little mountain of sugar under there.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
Oh.
Or you could, now I don't know why they don't do this, but the frosted Rice Krispies, shut up. You can buy already frosted Rice Krispies, but they sell them in a box that's so small that you get like 2 bowls of cereal out of that. And with my kids, if I ever buy frosted Rice Krispies, it's gone before I get any.
Did you?
And I bought it.
Warning, this portion of Irritable Dad Syndrome contains sensitive material and is for mature audiences only. Yeah, right. Like any mature people listen to this crap.
Did you know that Corn Flakes was invented to combat sexual immorality?
I did not know that.
Look it up.
Okay.
The dude that invented it wanted to make a cereal that was so bland that people would stop.
I don't feel like no more.
Yes. I thought that entire story, it's a cereal box has a giant on the front of it. They need to take that off and just put that story word for word about that guy.
It's so bland it will take away your desire to.
I was 50 when I learned that.
So inappropriate, Darin. So inappropriate. Well, I've mentioned before, I want to be in the boardroom. When they had the meeting, they're like, look, we're going to take some corn. Okay, we're going to grind it up, and then we're going to flatten it into flakes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're going to coat it with sugar on both sides.
Right.
Okay, and then we're going to put it in a box with a tiger on it.
Yeah.
And we're going to call it Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
What's Tony the Tiger? How did Tony the Tiger become the mascot for Frosted Flakes of corn?
Because
tigers love eating corn?
Everybody quit. And they had to put a tiger on the thing and put sugar on it. Learning that fact.
Y'all quit pressing out the tiger.
That's right. Learning that fact revolutionized cereal. Now cereal is like, when they went into the pyramids for the first time, they saw all the hieroglyphics and the history of thousands of years.
Yeah,
That's what the cereal aisle is to me now. It's like Corn Flakes is always down at the end with grape nuts, right? The 2 cereals that are supposed to stop you from.
What? Why is it grape nuts? There's no grapes. There's no nuts.
Then you go to Corn Pops. It's always down there with them.
That'll make you want to.
Yeah. And then Captain Crunch says, you know what? He just comes in. The most horrible cereal for you comes in right after Corn Pops. Go look at Kroger. It's lit up this way. And you go all the way down the other end. That's where your Lucky Charms, your Fruit Loops, your Fruity Pebbles, all those communist cereals are down there.
I swear to God, the next time I go, I'm going to have to get a big box of Fruit Loops. We always get one on vacation. I don't know why we reserve that right to do on vacation, but it's like, we're on vacation. Let's go crazy. Let's smear blood all over our bodies and eat Fruit Loops.
Or go to Walmart and get a pillow bag of Fruit O's. Or Fruity Scabs, whatever Fruity Pebbles are called.
What did Kevin Rupert call it when he was on our show? I can't. Fruit O's.
Fruit O's. Free rings.
I think it is called Fruit Rings. There's a new restaurant around town called the Liberty Collective.
Where be it?
And inside, near Lakota East High School.
Okay.
Yeah. And when you go inside it, there's a giant, like 2 million by 4 million pixel TV for watching the football.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a giant wall full of taps, where if you order beer, you can go get your beer at the tap. There's a pizza place. There is a burger place. There's a burrito place. It's like a giant food court. And I ordered a burger, and Libby went and got a fried chicken salad, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
The guy at Liberty Collective did something that no one at a restaurant has ever done. And I've got plenty of stories of people screwing up my name. You will never guess how this guy spelled my name when I ordered a burger at Liberty Collective.
Darfin.
Nope. I'll just tell you, because you're not going to guess. He spelled it correctly.
Oh.
Darin. I lost my mind. I said, "You have got to be kidding me!" And he thought that his burger that he gave me had blood all over it or something. I said, "How did you know that's how I spell my name?" And he says, "Actually, when I wrote it, I was convinced that I misspelled it." I'm like, nope.
Accident.
You got it right. Congratulations. And we had a fist bump. We had a moment there for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really, really cool. We are going to go, again, I want to remind you to go back last week, and the best of Volume 5 came out. Will you stop doing that?
It's here. I got to do it. It looks really good on
Give it to me. Give it to me. Thank you.
Best of Volume 5 is good, y'all.
Best of Volume 5. It's fantastic. You're going to love every second of it. So, yeah, go back and check that out. While you're at IrritableDadSyndrome.com, you can listen to previous episodes. You can go to Patreon, and you can check it out for free. And if you want to financially support this podcast, there's all kinds of bonus cool stuff on there that you can get. Because we're 5 years old, guys. There's tons of bonus stuff on there. There's
a lot of stuff on there.
Right there at your fingertips. It's worth the money. We hope to see you next week on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
Irritable Dad Syndrome is a Mike Odell, Darin Cox production.
Pulled that one out of the turlet and dusted it off a little bit, didn't we?
That cereal made me want it. Because I'm a bad husband, and I'm a bad person. I'm a bad friend.
The 13th of the 34th month in 2020.
You know, it feels like this year has had 34 months. Yeah. It certainly has. Yeah, hey, this is Darin. We're doing an audio check 8 minutes into the podcast. That makes sense. Hi, I'm Darin.
I am Mike.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome, Cincinnati's company
podcast. We're here to talk about Procter & Gamble, GE Electric.
It's a good Chiquita Banana Company.
And Chick-fil-A.
And Kroger.
Oh, it's right there. I don't have to bend up over. What?
That's what she said.
Idiot. And Latin Jehovah starts with an I.